وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا, that your Lord has ordained and your Lord has ordered us that you do not worship anyone except Him, except Allah. And وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا, and treat your parents with kindness. Treat your parents with kindness. And also Allah Rabbul Izzat says, إِمَّا يَبْلُغَنَّ عِنْدَكَ الْكِبَرَ أَحَدُهُمَا أَوْ كِلَاهُمَا فَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا أُفٍّ وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا, that if either of them or both they reach old age in your presence, means उन दोनों में से कोई एक या दोनों जब बुढ़ापे को पहुंच जाए in your presence, so Allah Rabbul Izzat says कि فَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا أُفٍّ وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا, then do not say uff. Uff, it is a muhawara, it is a phrase that it means that do not scold them, do not rebuff them, and وَقُلْ لَهُمَا قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا, and speak to them with utmost respect. So my respected Islamic brothers and sisters, as everyone knows that our parents are a priceless blessings from Allah Almighty. They are an irreplaceable pillar of strength for us. Our parents are with us through everybody. They support us through every problem, and they comfort us in our every sadness. So Allah, and the importance of parents is that Allah Rabbul Izzat has granted parents a special high rank. And this is shown by how Allah Rabbul Izzat mentions parents in the Quran. As we know that Allah Rabbul Izzat, right after issuing an order for us to worship Him alone, Allah Rabbul Izzat then orders us to do good with our parents. यानी पहले इबादत और इबादत के फ़ौरन के बाद अल्लाह रब्बुल इज़्ज़त ने माँ बाप के साथ हुस्न सुलूक का हुक्म दिया. So my respected Islamic brothers and sisters, when parents become old and frail, when our parents become old and weak, like how we were weak and helpless during our childhood, so do not consider them a burden, and do not say anything that will weigh heavy on them, nor be rude or raise your voice. Allah Rabbul Izzat mentioned in Holy Quran another times that وَإِذْ أَخَذْنَا مِيثَاقَ بَنِي إِسْرَائِيلَ لَا تَعْبُدُونَ إِلَّا اللَّهَ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا, that remember when we took a pledge from the children of Israel that لَا تَعْبُدُونَ إِلَّا اللَّهَ, you shall not worship anyone except Allah, وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا, and be kind to your parents. So nowadays what happened? Those who respect and obey their parents, but unfortunately there is a habit that they only respect their mom and they do not, that kind of respect they do not do with their father. So it is also, so today inshallah I will mention 2-3 hadiths about that especially how our beloved Holy Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam has given the importance of father as well. So my respected Islamic brothers and sisters, I am just mentioning that a father does so many favors on his child that if the child gets more than one life, even then he cannot return his father's favors, because father is a priceless gift of Allah Almighty. It is impossible to get free from the rights of father, and father is the personage who without any purpose and without any greed for any return does his child favor. No matter whether the weather is hot or cold, very sunny or it is raining, whether a father is healthy or ill, in every state he leaves home early in the morning for work and works throughout the day, every day for his children. Father tries to satisfy every desire of his child, provides him with good education, gives him nice clothes to wear, thinks all the time about his progress, takes care of him day and night besides spending on him. And he makes dua that his child regains health, and a father spends all his energy in order to make the future of his child better. A father for his child is like a tree that gives shade. A father comforts his child by facing difficulties. A father perhaps is the personage who wants to make his child more successful than he himself. A father feels pleased when he sees his child happy, and he feels sad when he sees his child in trouble. A father surmises about his child's needs and worries from the expression on his child's face. बच्चे को बताने की भी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती कि मुझे ये ज़रूरत है, बाप को समझ में आ जाता है बच्चे को क्या ज़रूरत. A father encourages his child in difficulties. A father does not leave even his child is disabled, even his disabled child. And a father even loves his disobedient child. If there is no father, the house becomes desolate, abandoned. My respected Islamic brothers and sisters, just only 2 and 3 hadiths about how our beloved Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave the importance of the father. Our beloved Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that, and this hadith is in Tirmidhi Sharif, in Ibn Majah, and Abi Darda radiyallahu ta'ala, that Aqa sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, Al-walidu awsatu abwabil jannah fa'azir dhalika al-bab aw ihfazahu. Aqa sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that father is the middle door of paradise. Al-walidu awsatu abwabil jannah, that father is the middle door of paradise. Father is the best way to paradise. فَأَذِرْ ذَلِكَ الْبَابَ أَوْ احْفَظَهُ. It is up to you whether you protect it or leave it. So it is up to you whether you take advantage of it or not. And Aqa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, there are many hadiths of our beloved Holy Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam about the importance of treating father well and the glory of father. So just another hadith, Aqa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam says that a son cannot fulfill the right of his father, even if the son finds his father a slave and frees him after buying. उसके बावजूद एक बाप का हक एक बेटा नहीं अदा कर सकता. And even our beloved Holy Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam says, and this hadith, that Riza Rabbi fi Rizal Walidi wa Sakhatul Rabbi fi Sakhatil Walidi. Aqa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam says that the pleasure of Allah Almighty is in the pleasure of your father, and the wasakhatul Rabbi fi sakhatil walid, and the displeasure of Allah Almighty is in the displeasure of father. My respected Islamic brothers and sisters, now you can imagine, I discussed in last Friday the parents, माँ बाप दोनों के बारे में मैंने डिस्कस किया था. तो चूंकि होता है क्या है, जो लोग माँ बाप के एहतराम भी करते हैं, उनकी इज्जत भी करते हैं, वो ऐसा होता है कि बाप को छोड़ देते. इसलिए मैंने चाहा कि 2-3 हदीस पाक उनके ताल्लुक से, खुसूसन जो बाप के ताल्लुक से आका करीम सल्लल्लाहु ताला अलैहि वसल्लम ने फरमाया. And our beloved Holy Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam has said that the obedience to Allah Almighty is in the obedience to father, and the disobedience to Allah Almighty is in the disobedience to father. So my respected Islamic brothers and sisters, have you heard how high eminence Allah Almighty has bestowed upon father? Subhanallah. Allah Almighty has made His pleasure and obedience on father's pleasure and obedience. As Allah Rabbul Izzah says in Holy Quran, وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا, that your Lord has commanded that do not worship anyone except Him, and treat parents with goodness. إِمَّا يَبْلُغَنَّ عِنْدَكَ الْكِبَرَ أَحَدُهُمَا أَوْ كِلَاهُمَا فَلَا تَقُلْ لَهُمَا أُفٍّ وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا وَقُلْ لَهُمَا قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا. So my respected Islamic brothers and sisters, Allah Rabbul Izzah says, treat your parents with goodness. If one of them or both reach old age in front of you, so do not say oof to them, and do not rebuff them, do not scold them, and speak to them with utmost respect. Speak to them with words of respect. Explaining this, Hazrat Allama Mufti Muhammad Naimuddin Muradabadi is a very famous Mufassir of Quran. He says that when parents become weak, when their body parts do not have power, and when they become as weak in their last days as you were with them in your childhood, do not say any such thing which shows that they are burden on you. Neither scold them, nor speak loudly to them, but rather talk to them in a very respectful manner, as a slave or servant talks to his master. जिस तरह एक गुलाम होता है, गुलाम की कोई हैसियत नहीं होती है, गुलाम की कोई सेंध नहीं होती है, उसके पास कोई इख्तियार नहीं होता है, सारा कुछ मालिक के पास होता है। इसी तरीके से एक बच्चे की हैसियत एक माँ बाप के सामने होती है। आप जानते हैं शरीयत में अगर वो शरीयत के खिलाफ कोई बात ना हो तो कोई भी बात, हर बात माँ बाप की मानी जाएगी, बस वो शरीयत के खिलाफ ना हो। अगर शरीयत के खिलाफ नहीं है तो हर एक बात शरीयत ने हुक्म दिया कि माँ बाप की आप बात माने। So my respected Islamic brothers and sisters, treat your parents with gently and humbly, and treat them with affection and love when they feel bored, because they brought you up with love when you were helpless. And do not become stingy and miserly in spending what they need. It means no matter how greatly you treat and look after them in the world, but you cannot fulfill the rights of their favors. A bondman therefore should make their dua to Allah Almighty to have blessing and mercy on them, and should humbly say, "O my Lord, my services cannot be the return for their favors. You have mercy on them so that it can be the return for their favor." अल्लाह रब्बुल इज़्ज़त ने तालीम दिया कि तुम तो अपने बाप का हक अदा नहीं कर सकते, तुम अपनी माँ के हक अदा नहीं कर सकते, तो ये क्या करो कि दुआ करो अल्लाह पाक की बारगाह में कि मेरे परवरदिगार, मैं तो अपने माँ बाप का हक अदा नहीं कर सकता, मैं उनके लिए कुछ ऐसी चीज नहीं कर सकता जो उन पर एहसान हो, तो परवरदिगार आलम तू उन पर फजल फरमा। अल्लाह रब्बुल इज़्ज़त सेज़ वक़्फ़िद लहुमा जनाह ज़ुल्ली मिनर रहमति वक़ुर रब्बिरहमहुमा कमा रब्यानी सगीरा। तू परवरदिगार से कह, ए बंदे तू परवरदिगार से कहे, क्योंकि तेरी तो हैसियत नहीं है कि तू अपने माँ बाप का कुछ कर सके, तो तू परवरदिगार से कहे रब्बिरहमहुमा, ए मेरे परवरदिगार तू मेरे माँ बाप पे रहम फरमा, कमा रब्बयानी सगीरा, जैसा कि मेरे माँ बाप ने जब मैं बच्चा था, मेरी कोई हैसियत नहीं थी, वो चाहते तो डस्टबिन में फेंक देते, क्या कर लेते, जैसे होता है बच्चों को जिंदा दफन कर देते थे, वो तो कर सकते थे, उन्होंने अपनी तकलीफ बर्दाश्त की, सब कुछ बर्दाश्त किया, तुम्हें पैदा किया, पाला पोसा, बड़ा किया। तो अल्लाह पाक ने फरमाया इसीलिए तुम दुआ मांगो रब्बिरहमहुमा, ए मेरे परवरदिगार तू मेरे माँ बाप पर उसी तरीके से रहम फरमा, कमा रब्बयानी सगीरा, जिस तरीके से जब मैं बच्चा था, जब मेरी कोई हैसियत नहीं थी, मैं कमजोर था, उस वक्त मेरे पर उन्होंने रहम किया। Please recite once more Durud Sharif. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Maulana Muhammad ma'adil judi wal karam manba'il ilmi wal ilmi wal hikam. Salatu wa salamun alayka ya Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. My respectful Islamic brothers and sisters, parents nourish and nurture their child with great care and elegance. Parents tearfully beg him from Almighty Allah Azza wa Jal. Parents spend their entire life saving on his treatment. Parents make du'as for him at the shrines of blessed Islamic saints. Parents request pious people to make du'as for him. But unfortunately, one day, the same child displeases them. The same child hurts their parents' feelings and kicks them out of their home, or leaves them in the home and he starts living separately in order to please his wife. You know, my respected Islamic brothers and sisters, in the old age, when children start living separately, leaving their parents, so in the memories of the moment which parents have spent with their children, in the memories of the moments which the parents spend with their children, torment them and make them weep a lot. Every day, parents hope that today my child, who I have nourished and nurtured with great hardship and difficulty, he will come and he will help. Every day, the hope. Every day, today my child, who I have nourished and nurtured with great hardship and difficulty, for whom I sacrificed my good night's sleep when he was undergoing treatment for his illness, will come to live with me and to assist me. Today my son, whose attractive voice would make my tiredness of the entire day go away, will come to help me and to assist me. My son will hug me and he will come to live with me. But unfortunately, days and nights continue to pass. No one comes, and nor do they receive any help, nor do they receive any assistance. उससे बड़ा बदबख्त, बदनसीब कौन इंसान हो सकता है कि माँ बाप ने पैदा किया, बच्चा बड़ा किया, सब कुछ किया, और बेटा जब माँ बाप अपने बुढ़ापे को पहुंचे तो वो 2 वक्त के खाना नहीं दे सकता, उनका इंतजाम कर सकता। वो उससे बड़ा, वो जो बीवी होती है वो भी किसी की औलाद होती है, वो भी किसी की लड़की होती है, उसके भी कोई माँ बाप होते हैं। इतनी भी, ये अगर कोई माँ बाप अगर 70, 75, 65 साल के हो जाएं, अगर वो खुद से उनको खाना बना करके खाना पड़ता हो, अगर माँ बाप, तो इससे बड़ा नालायक, उससे बड़ा बदबख्त, बदनसीब औलाद कौन हो सकती है कि उसके होते हुए उसके माँ बाप को तन्हा रहना पड़े, उसको खुद से खाना बनाना पड़े। इसीलिए अल्लाह पाक ने फरमाया इम्मा यबलुगन्ना इंदकल किबरा अहदुहुमा, कि जब उन दोनों में से कोई एक या दोनों बुढ़ापे को पहुंचे, जब तुम उस वक्त तुम्हारे मौजूदगी में बुढ़ापे को पहुंचे, उस वक्त उनकी खैरियत लेनी है। अल्लाह रब्बुल इज्जत ने फरमाया, तो उससे बड़ा जालिम कौन सा बच्चा हो सकता है, उससे बड़ा बदनसीब कौन हो सकता है, उससे बड़ा बदबख्त कौन हो सकता है कि उसके होते हुए भी उसके माँ बाप को खुद से खाना बना, 2 वक्त का वो खाना नहीं इंतजाम कर सकता अपने बाप के लिए, अपनी माँ के लिए, जिसने उसे पैदा किया, पाला पोसा, हर चीज का इंतजाम किया। डू यू नो आवर बिलोव्ड होली प्रॉफेट सल्लल्लाहु तआला अलैहि वसल्लम सेज कमा तदीनु तुदान, एज यू सो सो शैल यू रीप, एज यू सो so shall you reap. The way you do, in the same way you will be given its return. Whatever you do to someone, the same will happen to you. Ala Hazrat Imam Ahmad Raza Khan alayhi rahmatu rizwan, he has mentioned, describing this hadith, that when the unwise, the mischievous, the silly gain power and energy, they use it on their old father and disobey him. Soon उसको भी यही होगा। अगर आप माँ बाप की आप गद्दी करेंगे, उनकी बेइज्जती करेंगे, उनके साथ अच्छा सलूक नहीं करेंगे, आप भी कल बूढ़े होंगे, आपको भी ऐसे छोड़ देगा, आप भी अपने रहम पे रहिए। तो ये अल्लाह रब्बुल इज्जत ने, और जानते हैं देयर इज अलॉट इंशाअल्लाह, यस, मैं पिछले भी जुमा को इस पे खिताब किया था, इस जुमा को भी, और इंशाअल्लाह चूंकि अगले जुमा को हो सकता है हज़रत सैयदना सिद्दीक़ अकबर रज़ियल्लाहु ताला, लेकिन माँ बाप का एहतराम करिए, उनकी कद्र करिए। मैंने कोई हदीस पाक को बयान नहीं की कि जिसमें आप जानते हैं ईमान का खतरा है। दोज हु डिसरेस्पेक्ट देयर पेरेंट्स, दे उनको महरूम हो जाएंगे कि वो आखिरी वक्त में कलमे से महरूम हो जाए। देयर इज हदीस पाक, एंड हदीस पाक दैट अ पर्सन हु वाज महरूम, कि वो उसको कलिमा नहीं आ रहा था, जिसने अपने माँ बाप की सिर्फ डिसोबे किया, उनके डिसोबीडियंट, उनके नाफरमान थे। प्लीज अपने माँ बाप का एहतराम करिए, हर मुमकिन खिदमत करिए। माँ बाप का हक तो कभी नहीं अदा कर सकते, लेकिन अल्लाह पाक से दुआ करिए कि अल्लाह पाक तौफीक अता फरमाए। वमा अलैना इल्ला अल बलाग। अस्सलामु अलैकुम।